In today's video, we are going to review the mining hardware that I purchased to build my most efficient GPU mining rig yet. Today's video is sponsored by GPUrisers.com. GPUrisers.com has some of the highest quality mining hardware in the industry. Go over and check them out on their very friendly website, GPUrisers.com, where you can go ahead and find risers, splitters, their brand new 12 GPU white mining frame, thermal pads, white LED 120mm fans, and finally, mining solid-state drives. Go over and check out GPUrisers.com today, and special thanks to them for sponsoring today's video. What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. In today's video, I am going to go ahead and show you the mining hardware that I purchased to build my most efficient mining rig yet in my farm. So I'm super excited to show you guys the mining rig parts that I have selected for this 12 GPU mining rig. But before we do, in the upper left-hand corner, I'm going to put a rolling total of the investment that I have put into this mining rig, because I think it's super important to be transparent with you guys as the viewer so that you guys can see the total investment that I am putting into this rig up front before I even begin hashing. This is something that I hope gives you more information as you start to shop around for your mining hardware to understand exactly what the costs are and if it's worth the risk to step into the crypto mining space. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty guys, here we have all of our mining hardware for our 12 GPU mining rig. Before we go through everything, I want to let you guys know that all of this hardware will be listed down below in a parts list if you're interested in picking up any of this for your own upcoming mining rig. So let's talk about our GPUs. So we have a total of 9 RX 6600s ranging from a variety of different brands, and we have 3 of the 6600 XTs. So we have 2 GB, we have 2 of the 𝐓𝐸, we have 2 of the Hellhound power colors, some of my favorite with that blue kind of neon light that it gives off on the fan. Over on our left-hand side here, we have 2 of the ASRock Challengers 6600s. We have 2 of the XFX Swift 210s. We have the Sapphire Nitro 6600 XT, and then up above here we have the Sapphire Pulse RX 6600. So that covers all 12 of our GPUs. As I said before, that'll give us 3 of the 6600 XTs and then 9 total of the 6600s. All these cards are very, very efficient. When it comes down to the power consumption, about the 6600s, you're roughly around 50 watts at the wall, and the 6600 XTs are right just shy of 60. It may definitely fluctuate based off of the brand and also off of the model. So let's talk about our supporting hardware. So we will be using the ASRock H110 Pro BTC mining motherboard. We will have a EVGA Supernova 1000G Plus, and this is a 80 plus gold power supply. Now keep in mind, these graphics cards, all 12 of them, come out to roughly about 600 watts. While if we're sticking with the 80-20 rule, we still have 200 watts for fluctuation to meet the 80-20 rule with our 1000 watts. So we're still good. We got plenty of room to support everything else on this table, especially in the motherboard, CPU, and memory. And we'll go over the exact CPU and memory in our next video because I do have that already pre-built and ready to go. So taking a look at our table, we have a fantastic sponsorship from GPU Risers. Huge shout out to them. So we will be using the GPUrisers.com white frame. I love this black on white. This looks so good painted on here. So this is a common 12 GPU frame, but it's white and it looks so good. So we'll be using that for today. We will be using GPU risers. These are the 8 capacitor GPU risers on their website. We'll be cracking this open in our next video when we actually do our full build. And these come with the PCI adapter as well as the USB cable. We have 12 of those. We also are going to be using 8 of the GPU Risers 120mm fans. These are the white LED ones, and these actually all use Molex. So you can plug all of them into each other, daisy chain it, and then plug it into the one Molex cable coming out of our power supply, which is really, really nice. Going down the line here, we will be using a GPU Riser 64GB solid state drive. They sell these right over on their website. I've had a ton of good luck with these on my other mining rigs. Now we're gonna have splitters in place that will be coming off of the power supply lead, and one of these will be going into the GPU and one into the GPU Riser. These are some of the newer models out there. I've had a lot of really good luck with these. I haven't had any burnt ones, and the nice thing is, look at that. They do have the GPU Riser's logo stamped right on there as well. So we'll be using 12 of those. I do have their brand new thermal pads, and I'm considering installing these on our Gigabyte. So Gigabyte, notorious for having really crappy thermal pads and having some heating issues, so I'm tempted to go ahead and swap mine out. They do sell these over on their website, but we'll keep that in mind as we go throughout the rest of our build. Now, other things that we'll be using is I even put on here our fan splitters. So we do have fan splitters. We only are going to actually need 2 of these, and these are really, really nice. These are the 4-pin to a total of 5 fans, which is really nice and convenient. They do come with the braided cable, and the cable is a decent length. I'll put a link down below to this and everything else on our table that we will be using for this upcoming build. Okay, so let's talk about our predictions and expectations. So with all these graphics cards here, we're estimating that we're going to get right around about 360 mega hash. Now, keeping in mind for the watts in this regard, this is estimating right now, that should put us right around 630 watts total. So in our next video, we will be unboxing everything, laying it out, and then we're gonna build this thing step by step to show you guys the progress we make. We'll have a follow-up video on that, doing full overclocks and our undervolts on all 12 of these cards. And then we'll have some follow-up videos on that, talking about profitability and at our 2-week mark, and then at our 30-day mark as well, to allow you guys to follow along and make the best decisions if you feel that this is a rig that you'd like to go ahead and buy and build for yourself. Well guys, that's gonna go ahead and do it for today's video. Thank you very much for joining me, and huge shout out to the team over at GPURisers.com for supporting not only the Hobbyist Miner channel, but also you guys as the community. If you guys do wanna go ahead and get any of the GPURiser.com hardware, go over to their website, and when you check out, use the code THEHobbyistMiner to get a huge discount on all of their products on their website. Well guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And finally, don't forget to subscribe. Take care.